This is going to be a video product review of the Waretary bathroom storage cabinet. It has a toilet paper roll. You can mount this on the wall. It's a slim cabinet. It's waterproof, moisture-proof, rust-proof. It is made out of plastic. It looks like it's very well made. All of the parts have numbers. I have labeled everything. We have two parts that are number one. One of them with the pads is number one with the bottom pads on the 4 pads over there. Number one without the pads. Number 2 is the back panel, 3 is the side panel, 4 is the side panel, 5 is the door, 6 is the back, 7 is the side, 8 is the side, 9 is the door. There is no 10, there is no 11. Number 12 is the top. Number 13 is a layer. And over here we have number 14, number 14, and number 14. Those are these gray pieces over here. Those are used to mount it to the wall. I'm not going to mount this to the wall. If you want to mount this to the tile, it comes with some adhesive tape, I believe. I don't want to mount anything on the wall. I don't want to drill holes in the wall. This is going to be fine sitting on the floor. There's the toilet paper roll over there. I'm going to show you how to assemble it. It also comes with gloves so that you can keep your hands clean and not cut yourself on any of the pieces, but none of the pieces are sharp. But they were nice enough to give gloves. And it comes with an instruction sheet, or you can go look at their little video, which is 1 minute. My video is probably going to be about 10 minutes, but that's okay. I'm going to show you how to put this together. And here we go. After I put it together, I will take the photo from the video and put that at the front of the video so that you can see what it looks like. So let's start off. This is going to be an assembly video, and I'm going to show you the video picture first, so you can see what the result is going to be. Here we go. Let's start. Thumbs up, subscribe, like, share, leave a comment. If you want to order this, there will be an affiliate link in the video description. If you want to help my channel, there is a donation link. Click on that if you want to help me out. Thank you, and here we go. Let's put this together. Step 1, we have number 2, number 3, number 4. We have the tabs for number 3 facing towards the center. We have the tabs for the 5 tabs for number 4 facing towards the center. And number 2, we are going to turn this upside down. Now we are going to insert these tabs into the slots. Number 3 is going to go this way. Number 4 is going to go this way. We're going to insert it into the slot, and then we are going to press down. Number 3, I'm going to insert these 2 pieces in here and press down. And what you're going to end up with is this piece coming together to make one. It's snapped in, very easy. Number 4, we're going to do the exact same thing. We're going to line up the pieces. We're going to press in. Make sure it snaps in. It's snapped in. So that is step 1. We still have number 3 on the left side, number 4 on the right side, number 2 on the bottom. And now we are going to take number 1, which has the pads, and we are going to turn it over. See these pieces over here? They are going to mate with these pieces over here. So we're going to take this, and we're going to line this up. I just placed it on there, and we're going to do the exact same thing. Make sure it's all lined up. We're going to do the same thing we just did with 2, 3, and 4. We're going to press down. And we want to get these to lock in place. See what we want to do? We want to get this to snap in place. You can also turn it upside down if you want to. You can also turn it upside down if you want to, if it appears to be easier. And it might be. And line it up on the front, line it up on the back. See what we have to do? We have to snap all of this stuff together. Snap the back on. We're going to go to the side. And you want to make sure that all of these are snapped in. So you might have to apply even pressure all the way around. You might want to tap it a little like I did with my hand to make sure that it locks in place. Locked in place, completely locked in place on the sides and the back. That's step 2. We still have side 3 on the right, side 4. We still have side 3 on the left, side 4 on the right. It's the back, and that is the bottom with the pads. Number 1 with the pads. This is very important, and you do not want to mess it up. Don't go out of order. Get the number 5 panel, which is your door. The door has a little piece over here, and it has a piece over here. Insert this piece into the hole, down there. And get it closed up a little bit, because we are going to take number 1 with the round part towards the front, and we are going to put it on the top. There is the hinge pin on the top. Look for number 1. This is the one without the pads. Remember, we already used that one. Look for the little hole. The little hole is over there. And the only way that this is going to go on is with the flat side up, so that it mates with the hinge pin. You must get this hinge pin in the hole before you put this piece together. Otherwise, this hinge pin is never going to fit in once you have this put on. I've got the hinge pin. I'm going to make sure that both sides are lined up properly. Again, you've got this door piece over here, so make sure that that fits inside and closes properly. I've got this lined up. I'm going to go line the pin into the hole. It's a little strange to do this, but you'll be able to get it done. So I think I've got everything lined up properly now. I've got the pin in there, and I'm just going to press. Be gentle. Make sure it's lined up all the way around before you continue. Everything's lined up. So now I'm going to start pressing this together. Again, make sure that your hinge pin is inside that hole before you press everything down. I needed to turn off the camera so that I could do what I needed to do. You need to make sure that both sides are lined up in the holes. So that was my problem, is this side was not lined up in the holes. You can see right now everything is going to fit into place perfectly on the sides and the back, and my hinge pin is in there, so I should just be able to go tap, tap, tap. Okay, that side is completely done. The back is almost done, but I'm going to go over to the sides right now. That done? Done. Whoop, we lost the little hinge pin. You don't want to do that. This is the reason I'm making the video, because it looks really neat and simple when you watch their video, but you just have to be patient, take your time. I raised this up a little bit, seated the hinge pin back in there, closed it down, so that side is down. The only side that's not closed now is the back. We're going to go in there and give this a nice little hit. 1, 2. Completely closed, completely closed. The door is on, the hinge pins are seated. I'm going to have to press that down a little bit. We have a little gap on the bottom, but we're okay. And that's not going to be an issue because we have screw holes over here, and we are going to be able to put the screws in here to hold all of this down and in place. So this is the first layer. This is the door over here. It's absolutely incredible. It's very nice. Now we're going to go on to the next layer. This is why you're watching my video, because their video is wrong and their instructions are wrong. They say that you use part 7, part 8, and part 6, but part 6 is the back. They mixed up 6 with 9, and you never want to mix up 6 with 9. So you want to take 9 and you want to turn it upside down. You don't want to be seeing these pieces. I'm not sure how they made such an incredible mistake. This is part 9, not part 6. In the drawing, they show that part 7 is on this side and part 8 is on this side, but they're wrong. Part 8 is on this side, and this tab is going to go in here, and part 7 is on this side, and this tab is going to go in here. Yeah, I don't know how that happened. That is pretty sad. I know I'm doing a review, but that's pretty sad. So part 8 goes on this side, part 7 goes on the left side, and you're using part 9. Oh boy. We're going to push that in there. It goes in very easily. It's not really tight yet, but it is going to seat. It's going to be seated in there when we put on the next piece. Now you are going to turn it around, and you've got 7 on this side and 8 on this side, and you're going to place that on top of the first layer that we already put together. So let's turn this around so you can see what we're doing here. We're going to line all of this up. See that hole over there? That hole is going to be, a screw is going to go in there. We're at the back over here. Let me get this tape out of the way. And we're going to insert these pieces into these slots over here. And we also have the screw hole. So you want to be careful. You want to be gentle. And we're going to, I've got it partially seated on that side. I want to make sure that this is partially seated on this side. And I got my back over here. Now we're going to press down. We might have to give it a little potchnick. It didn't like that. But we're going to have to do the old slapperino like I did on the others and get this. That was just a little bit of pressure with my hand. Let's try that again. You don't want to break it. You do have a lot of pieces that you're mating together all at once. I'm going to stand up so I can do a little pressure on that. So I'm on the floor. Let's press downward. Seated. So we're almost seated over here. Seated over there. I'm getting this on video. That's completely seated. It's beautiful. Seated on the back. Perfect. Seated on the side. So we are almost done. We're getting very close to being finished. Look at this. Absolutely beautiful. In case there's any confusion, they are labeling this in the instructions as part 9. There's a line under the numeral which makes this a number 6, not a number 9. They are calling, well, it doesn't really matter. This is the door. We have hinge pins on both sides, just like we had on the other part. And we're going to go over to the front over here. We've got a little hinge pin over there. And we have the top, which is number 12. I still have layer 13. Number 13 is a layer. I have absolutely no idea where it goes. We'll figure that out in a minute, hopefully. So what we want to do is take number 6, which is really number 9, and we want to put this piece on the right side. I think we want to put this on the right side because we've got the pin over here and we've got the hinge over there. So I'm going to remove this piece, this tape, and I'm going to line this hole up. And I'm going to close, if I can close this, I will try to close this door. Okay, so we've got the door closed. Now we've got number 12, which is the top. And we have the round end, the round side. So the round side is going to go on the front, and we're going to line up the hinge pin over here with this hole. Very important to get that lined up before you press this down. You saw what happened before when the pin slipped out, and that wasn't good. So I want to get the pin lined up. We're lined up, we're good. And then we just have to position this so that everything closes. Now we've got some screw holes over there because we have some screw holes in here that are going to close this whole thing up. So I'm pressing to line everything up right now. I'm not lined up on the left side at all. And again, you have to be really careful because I've already lost my hinge pin on that side. So I'm going to get the camera out of Now I've got the hinge pin. Let's see if I can just press down. It's not happy. Something's not lined up. We're lined up over there. We're lined up over here. We almost lost the hinge pin again. Stand up. Do a little bit of pressure. Does not like that. And the hinge pin popped out. So let me move the camera. When I hit the top, this kind of went flying out. So it will go back in. That's number 10. We still have the gap over here. I don't understand why. This is perfectly seated down. Everything's lined up. But we still have this gap over here. And maybe that will go away when the screws are gone. But it looks like this piece is a little bit shorter than it should be. But let's open it up. Maybe it's supposed to be that way because it's a hinge. And it's supposed to be that way because it's a hinge. So, that's fine. Is this going to close? There we go. Beautiful. So we're almost done. The only question I have is, we have number 13. It's a layer. I have absolutely no idea where number 13 goes. Here's the toilet paper roll, and it's supposed to go into the top part. The instructions, I don't think they say that. But that's nice. We've got number 13, and number 13 is supposed to... Number 13 is supposed to go... It says number 13 is supposed to go inside the bottom part, tilt it to make it fit in the grooves. So we've got grooves over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we've got grooves over there. I don't know. Oh, we've got the... Let's see. This is perfectly the same on both sides. So I'm guessing it goes... You're supposed to tilt this in somehow. They didn't tell you how to do this in the instructions. So they just say put it in. Oh! Hey! Now I'm happy. This is kind of cool. They don't really explain that in the directions. You've got two different things on in the bottom section. So I guess you can put this in and tilt it in. You can either tilt it there, or you can tilt it over here. Can we tilt it further down? I don't think so. So you only have two places you can put that. I like it. Yeah, a little bit of a struggle to put it together, but I like it. And here are the gloves that I didn't use. Here is the package of hardware. Now we've got some big screws and some anchors if you're going to mount this on the wall. We've got some small screws. We've got some adhesive pads if you're going to mount this on the wall. We've got these things. The instructions tell you how to use this. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to take the screws and I'm going to put them in. We have one here. We have one on the bottom. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So let me go put the screws in there. I think I counted wrong. I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so there's probably 10 screws. I'm going to work the back first. Go slow. You don't want to strip anything. Don't use a power tool. Just do this by hand so you don't ruin the plastic. Don't turn it in so tight that you end up messing up the plastic. So we've got 2 on the top, 2 in the middle, 2 on the bottom, and I think 2 on each side. It does come with extra screws, but we have 1 on the bottom right, 1 on the middle right, 2 on the bottom, 2 in the middle, 2 on the top, 1 on the side, 1 on the side down there. We have punch outs if you want to mount this on the wall. It's pretty light, and that is what these anchors are for, and that's what these pieces are for. So you open it up. This is actually kind of cool. Not an easy thing to put together. You can put this right next to the side of your toilet. You can store toilet paper in there, and that's exactly what I'm going to do instead of keeping it in the bag. On the top over here, So this is set up so that you can store a roll of toilet paper in there. Put it on the roll. It will go through here. It's a little bit of a serrated edge. You got this door over here. But I'm going to put this at the side of the toilet, which would mean that I'd have to turn completely around and hurt myself to be able to use this. So I'm not going to use this for the toilet roll. I'm going to use this for a beautiful storage container. You can use this for anything. You don't have to use it just for toilet paper. You can put this on a counter, a bathroom counter. But you would probably want to buy a different container that they sell then instead of buying the one with the toilet paper thing. They sell a whole selection of these containers that are beautiful. Probably took me half an hour to put this together. It shouldn't take that long, but it did. I was making the video. Overall, let's see, I was talking about the gap on the top before. It's fine. It's absolutely fine. You need that gap so that the door will work. It's a good product. I'm happy with it. The price is very reasonable. It's on sale. They sell this in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different sizes, and they also have a whole selection of different cabinets. So I'm happy. I'm happy I bought it. Make sure you check out the affiliate link in the video description, and if you're interested, buy this thing. I think you'll be very happy.